One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Wyatt, welcome to the other side of midnight. Do you have things to report to us?
Good to be back with you. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Why do you say that? Have your friends heard you on this show, or have you hidden it from them?
My friends take a pretty big interest in what I do. So I think the last time I was on with you, one of my friends was listening live. So yeah, big interest and always there listening.
Wyatt, do they have a big interest in your activities on the show because you owe them money?
I think they not necessarily. They're just interested in politics and interested in kind of everything that's happening.
Listen, Wyatt is you're a junior, rising senior in high school?
You got it, yep.
You're going into your senior year. Your junior year, tragically, is the one that counts the most for grades for college. How do you feel that went?
It was pretty good. I won't drop my average live on the air, but pretty happy. I think right now, as I'm starting to think about universities and starting to think about which ones I want to go to, obviously a lot of the ones that are at the top of my list are some of the pretty selective schools, but the hope is that, you know, what I've been doing over the course of the past few years might be able to help out with that a little bit. But I will say there's a lot of really strong students and a lot of strong people from around the world who have impressive resumes and stuff, and so you got to kind of keep up with them, if you will, in terms of what everyone else is doing.
Wyatt is a Canadian, and you can hear it every time he says a boat. But also there's another strain to his presentation, which is that he's very reasonable and he's very balanced. And as he comes on the show once a week, which I'm hoping he will do, I'm going to try to beat that out of him. Because, as you know, to be successful in American talk radio as opposed to CBC talk radio, being unreasonable is the key to success. Do you understand that, Wyatt? Do you understand that?
I think what I try and do is not be the story myself. I want the people that I'm talking to be the story, and so my goal is to kind of ask questions and then let people decide based off of the answers of my guests. So less about me being the personality and more about those that I'm talking to, and again, giving them a platform to talk.
My friends Matt and Pete who are listening, and I'm sure they're thinking, we don't have anybody like you on this network. We don't have anybody on this network who's interested in whoever they're talking to. We're all very interested in ourselves and fascinated by our opinions. In fact, I think it's safe to say that if we listen to air checks of ourselves and cut out the other people, we'd be perfectly happy. Now listen, Wyatt in Canada, please share with me what you think you and your peers are particularly interested in this week.
Well, the biggest one is something that happened at Madison Square Garden, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. I will say a lot of people in my generation, they are very fascinated by this couple. I will say, though, one interesting thing, not to take away from the romance and the pomp and circumstance of everything that was happening, but I heard a couple of young people and some of my friends saying, oh, my goodness, I can't believe that there was this cost of $1 million in extra security that was billed to taxpayers. And so it was kind of funny because I always thought that my friends and people in my generation were super fixated on the dynamic between these two people who they had just come to love seeing them on TV and in other capacities. But they have a little bit of fiscal responsibility, it seems, too. And so it was interesting to see those two notions competing against one another.
Now, why are you fascinated by Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? Why is this fascinating?
Yeah, I think in particular there's two kind of reasons why. The first one is that they are obviously very popular celebrities, people on both sides of the political aisle, regardless of income status, regardless of religion, regardless of any of the things that typically divide society. People on both sides are kind of just, fascinated by these two individuals. They have a lot of support. But on the other side of that, I think it's just really interesting in the year 2026, the focus on kind of family values and on tradition and the way in which they're emphasizing those, which we don't often see as much in, this kind of present time with how busy people are and how, competing priorities sometimes mean that we don't always get time for things like this. And so I think young people, it's kind of a blend of, again, two very popular celebrities and looking towards these two people as kind of apolitical, non-controversial celebrities / role models, if you will.
You think they're non-controversial?
I think, obviously every celebrity has a level of controversy, but I do think that for the most part, compared to others, they're certainly at the lower end of controversy, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, that's interesting. Wyatt Sharpe, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
The Sharpe Exchange.
Next question. Do you waste time and watch Love Island? Do you watch that?
When you were mentioning it to me earlier today on text message, I was looking into it a little bit. I talked with some of my friends who are big into it, and I'm happy to say that I have a sliver of knowledge now with respect to the show.
Did any of your friends reveal what intrigues them?
I think it's very much the drama element. I think a lot of my friends in particular, they love following drama. They don't want to be involved in drama. They don't want to have their own drama, but they're big fans of following it on TV and kind of seeing how competing personalities are engaging with one another and then completely turn on other people. Really, in some cases, some not great humans, it seems, are involved in some of these productions, but it kind of, I think, again, is just this idea of wanting to kind of get info and intel and be informed and get all the gossip on other people's kind of lives without having to lead such a confusing and such a dramatic life in their own kind of respect.
Wyatt Sharpe, you're about to be a senior. Did you have a junior prom?
My school does semi-formal every year, so I had that in grades 9, 10, and 11 this past year, and then next year will be the official actual prom, which happens right after graduation.
Now, what goes on at the formal, the semi-formal? What is a semi-formal? I figure you're in a tux or not. What's a semi-formal? Business attire? What is that?
Yeah, usually just a suit. It's easy for me. I have lots of them from all my political interviews and stuff. But
you were born in a suit, weren't you? You were born in a suit?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pretty much. But yeah, no, it's lots of fun. Some music. It's all supervised, of course, by teachers, making sure everyone stays responsible. But music. Some people get into the dancing, although a lot of people kind of, as you might expect at a school dance, young people can be a little awkward. So kind of there's a lot of standing around as well, I will say. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I think next year, the prom side is certainly what a lot of people look forward to, and myself included.
Wyatt Sharpe is the host of a YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is?
The Sharpe Exchange.
All right, now, I'm going to share something, and if you're smart, you're going to pull out what I'm about to say and play it over and over again for your peers. Play it over and over again for your peers. Are you ready?
Go for it.
All right. The guys in high school who showed up in suits and ties when they didn't need to, kind of very formal and professional and polite, who did not attract as many girls as the guys on the football team, or in your case, soccer or hockey, or whatever that sad sport is you guys do. When these women turn 30, they will realize they wasted their youth with jocks who now have broken legs and are drunks, and they're going to be looking at you and the big piles of money on either side of you and the Mercedes that you pull up in, and they're going to go, we should have gone for Wyatt. That's what we should have done. All right, Wyatt is on the other side of midnight with Walter Sterling.